morning, everybody. How are you? The devilishly handsome Ian Dixon. Good morning, sir.
Shut up, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
Good morning, everybody. I am excited this morning, you lot. It is a big week here at IATQB HQ. I'm hoping to pass on some of those exciting vibes onto you guys. I'm feeling it today, feeling the lovable space buns in. I'm feeling fly. How are you? Come on, get in here. Come and say good morning. Come and say, hey, honey. Come and tell me if you're feeling good. Got a little challenge for you today. Step right up, sausages. Let me tell you about what I've got planned. You'll love my jumper. Thank you. It's from the Asdas. For the most part, if you ask me where I bought any of my clothes, the response is generally it's from the Asdas. It's my favourite shop. Whether that's ethical or not, I don't know. But I know what I like. And I like what I wear. And it's from the Asdas. So, yeah, I got it originally for Valentine's Day. And I saw it this morning. I thought, no, I'm feeling the love this morning. And this is the energy that I am going into this week with. So last week, I don't know about you, but I felt like January has been a bit of a slow burner. It's been a bit of a easing into the year as opposed to like hitting in the year with a big old bang. Now then, I can only manage that kind of easing in energy for so long before I get bored and fidgety and excited. And then something happens and then I end up like this. And this is how I am now. And this is how it'll probably be for the next 6 months or so. I am not sorry. Because I've got my sleeves up ready to get some shit done. And hopefully I'm going to bring some of that fire to you guys. And then you have a little bit of that fire. I'm going to share it with you. And you're going to have that fire and you're going to go out and smash things up. So let me know in the comments this morning. You might not be ready for this energy. You might be, Danny, it's Monday. I'm not even had a brew yet. Come on now. But let me know if you're ready to at least absorb some of this energy and apply some of it to your life and your business. Let me know in the comments if you're ready to rip some of this up. I am. And I'm going to challenge you accordingly. And I'm going to challenge myself accordingly. And I'm going to be challenging my team accordingly. So the idea is with energy management, is that we run when we can, we rest when we need, right? So I'm getting into that gearing up, getting excited, taking a run up. We've got Be Inspired that's coming up on the 30th and 31st of March. We've still got, expo spaces. We've still got tickets to sell. We've got all sorts to do in the run up. We've got PR to do, and there's all sorts of exciting things happening underneath for the Fly Anyway Foundation that I can't wait to tell you about. Huge, massive, exciting things. And as you know, in the run up to Christmas, I was limping at the finish line. I'd done too much running and not enough resting. And I've done lots of resting now, and I am ready to run. So last week was a big old week. It was absolutely incredible, like a proper mind blower of a week. So it was Lisa Johnson's a book launch in central London. So I got there, as I was telling you on Friday, I got to hang out with celebrities. I got to hang out with the press. I got to speak about my journey working with Lisa and tell people about some of the things that I'm getting up to, which was brilliant because lots of people was sharing, either they wanted to get involved, find out how they could get involved. I was sharing about Be Inspired, hoping to bring some of those incredible guests to Be Inspired to come and meet you lot. Those of you that are coming along. So that was fantastic. And then on Friday, so one of the beautiful things about growing the business, becoming more visible, allowing myself to talk about my zone of genius is that people catch wind of it, right? And people who need my services catch wind of it. And one of my favorite coaches here in the UK, I got to work with him on Friday. So we spent the whole afternoon together. Established speaker, established, industry professional. And I got to work with him on Friday, got to bring that energy and have a look at elevating the things that he does within the speaking industry and within his business, not only to make his talks more interesting, but also have more dynamic income generating impact within his particular delivery. And that's really it's juicy for me to get my chops around. Like my day-to-day delivery is generally around getting people to the stage. And my one-to-one clients tend to be those people that want to tighten up the nuts and bolts. They're already established speakers. They're already strong within their field, experts within their field, and they're wanting to take it to that next level, and then they'll engage my services. And what's fantastic is that I get to do this brilliant mix of bringing people to the stage and then elevating people's status and income and influence once they hit the stage. So that was really exciting for me last week to be able to do some of that. And this week, in terms of my delivery, is about working directly with my Be Inspired cohort, ready for Be Inspired. Now, this week as well is about business growth and income generation. And I was speaking to one of my incredible friends. So as you know, we have some performers that are coming along to Be Inspired, and I have the honor of working with both of those performers. So with our incredible DJ, Sam Squire, who's going to be speaking on stage. He's from Curious Entrepreneurs, Inspired to Ignite. He's going to be speaking on the stage. And then one of our other performers, fantastic musician called George Alfie. Now, I was having a conversation with George as he was performing on Thursday and then over the weekend about income generating activity and what that means and what that means within business. And we decided that we were going to set ourselves a little task. And seeing as though the George and I are going to engage in this task, I want to throw it out there to you guys as well. So let me know if you're up for, there's no selling at the end of this. Like there's no oh, come and do a masterclass with me at the end of this week. There's none of that. I just want to know, do you want to do something for a little bit of fun? Or do you want to, that's going to have a direct impact on your income, that is going to bring us together, give us a little bit of accountability this week? Who is down for that? Let me know in the comments. Who wants to get the sleeves up with me this week and run side by side with me this week? You're in. Fantastic. Okay, here's the challenge. In the show, Wise Up, Rise Up show, we have 3 themes, right, thematically through the week. On a Monday, we set our intentions together. On a Wednesday, we wise up together, right? So we have a wise up, like we'll have a guest on, or we'll teach you something, or we'll have a real deep reflection on a topic. And then on a Friday, we'll get together and we will share each other's successes, right? So let me get comfy while I tell you. So I want you this week to set yourself a goal, a Monday to Friday goal, a work week goal that needs to be, so we're working within the sort of smart target situation. So we've got to have specific tasks that you can do that are going to generate income. Now, when I used to work specifically in sales all the time, we used to play this game, Go for No, right? Where we would have a list of warm leads and we would go for no. So we would ask those warm leads for the sale, or, to participate in income generating activity with that list. And we would see how many no's we could get. And if we got to a yes, then we'd have to go back to the beginning. So the idea is that we go for 100 no's, but if we get a yes, we have to go back to the beginning. And that's a win-win situation. So if you get to 100 no's, then A, your sales process needs some help. And you're going to need to speak to one of our sales professionals within the IATQB community. And I can highly recommend Matt Elwell from Elite Closes. We've got Elite Closing Academy. We've got Charlie Day, who's absolutely phenomenal, Deep Bajwa. And also we've got Andrew and Pete, who are incredible at growing, scaling businesses, marketing and sales. So if you're getting to 100 no's, then I think what the win is that we identify that you need some assistance with your sales process, right? If you get a yes, you've got to keep going back to the beginning. You're generating some sales and we're happy days. So we're going to add some stakes into the situation. And the stakes are this. If you win and you hit all of your targets, so your income generating targets or your activity based targets this week, then you get to treat yourself. All right. Treating yourself. I don't know what treating yourself looks like. So for me, treating myself looks like getting my hair extensions taken out and put back in again, right? Because they're ready. Like they've got a lot of growth on. I keep putting it off and all of this, but I know that I'll feel like $1 million when I have it done. But it's one of those self-care things that I just keep putting off. It's not absolutely imperative that I get it done, but I know that I'll feel like $1 million if I get my hair extensions taken out, put back in again. Now, the stakes are pretty high. So I was speaking to George about what's his goal going to be. He's going to buy himself like something nice that he can wear on stage, right? So a piece of clothing. If you don't hit it, we're going to put some stakes on it. We're going to do a forfeit. And the forfeit has got to be high enough stakes. It's got to be high enough stakes for you to want to avoid it, right? So the forfeit has got to be high enough stakes for you've got to want to avoid it. And so I was chatting with George and he was like, right, well, I'm going to do an ice bath. I'm going to get in a bath of ice if I don't hit his sales target. So he's going to get so many gigs booked in this week. I'm going to get in an ice bath. If that's going to be my forfeit, I'm going to get in a bath full of ice. I'm like, okay, that's a forfeit. Now, for me, on Saturday, I have a tattoo booked in. Right? It's only a small one. It's only an hour. So it's just for a small one to get some bits and bobs done. I had a tattoo underneath here. It needs extending. It's not going to take an hour. So I have space to get. So as you know, I like getting little bits of tattoos, right? If I fail this week, then I've got to get a Hello Kitty guitar tattooed either here or on the inside of my arm here. Now, that's quite a commitment to make, and not one that I'm really intending on making. And so I'm going to be running like the clappers this week to make sure that I complete my sales goals. What I want to know from you is, when you're thinking there now, like, what is it that I could do? I want you to tell me, what is your very specific goal for this week? I'm going to do an accountability thread over in the Hive, and something else is happening in the Hive this week that we're going to spend a bit of time talking about as well. I'm going to do, just for the people that are watching this, that are catching up on this, that want to get involved, that just want a little lift, what's happening in the Hive this week is going to help you do this, right? So what is happening in the Hive this week, the energy that's going to be going on in the Hive this week is going to help you do this. So I want to know, what is your specific goal? What is your prize? And what is your forfeit? I'm sorry, I've never wanted you to fail, but in this instance, Hello Kitty guitar sounds lush. No, why would I? Right, so I want to know what the forfeit is for you guys. What is the forfeit? What is the win? And what is the very specific goal? Pop it in the comments. I'm just going to check over my personal profile because I also know that sometimes if you're watching along on my personal profile, I can't see what you're saying. So give me a hot minute. Let me just pop on over to my personal profile to make sure that I'm picking all of you up. Who's playing with me this week on this? I can see some of you. Who is it? Sandy, you're all up for that. Joanna, you're up for a bit of energy. Let's do this. I love it. I love it. Ali Knight, are you watching along? Who else is watching along with me today? Who is up for this? I want to avoid getting a tattoo that I don't want. All of my tattoos that I want. I want to avoid getting a tattoo that I don't want. I want to get my hair extensions done. But I also know that I absolutely need to crack on and get what I need doing done this week. So for me, this is about getting sponsors, finishing off our sponsorship for Be Inspired. It's about getting those tickets sold in the room, having conversations with people who want to work with me directly. Can you believe this is hot off the press? That not for this cohort, because this cohort sorted out, we're already done, but for the next cohort of Be Inspired, 10 spaces have already gone. So I'm not even launched. We're not launched because we're in delivery at the moment, but I already have 10 people that are committed to doing the next Be Inspired. So the September Be Inspired. That is absolute insanity. So having conversations with people that might want to get involved with that, people that want to work with me one-to-one, as well as all of the core delivery that we're doing for Be Inspired for the next one. So that is what so I've got specific numbers around that, specific targets around that. We've got to get specific around it. So I want to know from you in the accountability thread, what is your specific goal? What is the prize? And what is the forfeit? And that forfeit you've got to do over the course of the weekend. You've got to share in the Hive. You getting your prize or getting your forfeit or doing your forfeit, one or the other. So Marcus, you're in. Is anybody else up for this week with me? There's no sell at the end of it for you. I'm not going to go, oh, I'm all of a sudden a sales trader, because I have a super squad here to support you this week. So this week, Andrew and Pete, who are the most phenomenal marketeers, salespeople, people who help people to grow and scale business. We had a conversation with them 2 weeks ago, are taking over in the Hive from 11 a.m. today. So from 11 a.m. today, and then at various points through this week, they're going to be sharing with you talks from phenomenal people. They're going to be sharing insider tips with regards to marketing and sales. They're going to be sharing an opportunity to ask them questions, so a direct Q&A with them, so that you can improve your sales, improve your marketing. And we're going to support you as a squad to do that this week. I'm in. I'm going to be doing this with you. I'm going to be keeping the energy high. I'm going to be running like the clappers. I'm going to be having the conversations, booking in the conversations that I need to have in order to hit my target, to avoid me getting that tattoo. To make sure that I can get my hair extensions done, because I need one more than the other. By 100 million%. So what are you saying? Marcus is in. Is anybody else in? I'm going to pop the accountability thread up into the Hive. And then we've got Andrew and Pete. If you don't follow Andrew and Pete already, I want you to go over to Insta and follow Andrew and Pete. They are the producers of Atomicon, where I'm going to be speaking in June this year. So I'm going to be speaking at their massive big multi-track event alongside of the likes of Joe Wicks. Previous speakers have been like Deborah Meaden. It's just an incredible event. So you're going to find out more about that this week, but also they're going to be sharing with you some absolute gold when it comes to sales and marketing to support us as we smash out our goals. So make sure, if you are not already in the IATQB Hive, make sure you're in there. Search IATQB Hive. It stands for I Am the Queen Bee. And I want you to set your notifications on so that you get your notifications, because we're not atting everybody. I'll try and avoid that as much as I possibly can, unless I absolutely need to, unless you absolutely need to know something. But this week we are going to run. And then on Friday, I want to know who has completed what they have set themselves. Get the stakes decent, right? Get the stakes decent. Don't give it, oh, you know, I'll take 10 minutes off this week, or I'll have a bath. Like, make the celebration good, something you really want to do, something you're really going to appreciate. Make the forfeit something so uncomfortable that it's going to make you think twice about not doing. Like, you've got to do this. And you can put this, you can put as much pressure on yourself or as little pressure on yourself as you want. But what I want to do is I want to run with you a lot this week. Whilst I've got this energy, I want to run alongside you. We'll do what we can when we can. We rest when we need. This week, I am running. Who is with me? You're all. Let's have a look who's on my personal profile. I love it. Loads of you are running. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. So, other things that I need to tell you about. We have a date for the Fly Anyway 10K. So the Fly Anyway 10K is an event that we run to raise money for the Fly Anyway Foundation. You are welcome to run with us or sponsor us, one or the other. I welcome as many of you as possible to come and meet me in Manchester at Heaton Park on the 23rd of April. Sunday, the 23rd of April is the day. More specific details are going to be coming to you in a couple of weeks' time, but I just want you to get that date in your diary. 23rd of April, Sunday, the 23rd of April. That's when we're going to be doing the Fly Anyway 10K. I've had a few of you asking, oh, Jodie, Danny, you've been asking me about it. It is the 23rd of April, Heaton Park. So make sure you've got that date in your diary. You can roller skate it, you can conga it, you can dance it, you can walk it, you can stroll it, you can leg it, you can sprint it, you can do whatever it is that you need to do in order to come and take part. Or you could just come and watch and meet us at the finish line for a bevy. Totally up to you. But I would love, we had loads of people run it with us last year and it was so good. Who is this? I just launched my membership. I'd like 5 signups this week, so this is perfect. If I do it, I'm treating myself to a new tattoo. If I don't get it, I'll walk into the sea fully clothed. Don't worry, I will come back out, but I need to be uncomfortable. I am holding you to this so that everybody could see who is this, because I can't see. It says Facebook user. 10K date is in my diary. Ran 20 minutes for the first time yesterday. Very happy with that progress. Now is Amy Blaney. I see you. Right, Amy Blaney, we're running. We are running together this week. I want to know from you lot what your goals are, what your celebration is going to be, or what your forfeit is going to be. You know what mine is. I cannot wait to run with you. All right, Marcus, right. I have a group axe throwing event this weekend. So my forfeit is going to be linked with this. There may be costumes involved and an intentional loss, even though I'm really competitive. I know how difficult that will be if you have an intentional loss. So what I want to know, Marcus, is what is your goal this week then? So you've got your goal, you've got your celebration, you've got your forfeit. What is the goal? So I'm going to jump over to the IATQB Hive right now. Ask everybody what your goals is. Head on over there. Come and join us. Even if you've never been in the Hive before, it's a really welcoming space, safe, inclusive space, queer-friendly, cultural-friendly space. You can come on in there and tell us what are your business goals. It is a business group. We're getting that focus firmly sharpened up on growing our businesses, taking up space in the world and helping the people that we really want to be helping. We are going to be dialing it up. So gird your loins, you lot. Get yourself ready. We've got the Andrew and Pete takeover. Use the hashtag Andrew and Pete TO this week if you're getting involved. Make sure you're screenshotting anything you're getting involved with. Tag me, the Queen Bee Danny, if you are getting involved. Morning, Mahmoud. I hope you're okay, my angel. I want you to tag me on Instagram, in your stories, on your grid, if you're taking part in this week. Yeah, I decided to do it over the weekend. We're going to crack on. We're going to keep that energy high. I love you. Can't wait to see what we get up to. Can't wait to celebrate our wins on Friday and check in with you midweek. In the meantime, keep showing up, wising up and rising up. I'll see you later. Ciao.